What's up, gamers? Z-Farles here with the Colts offensive playbook. You've seen our Tampa Bay Bucks free scheme. You've seen our gun split close be run a million times on twitch.tv/Madden tips. Why not put them all together with this Colts offensive playbook? Our opponent's got Derek Brooks on the left here. He's going to run the Texans offense. We're going to go once again with that Colts offense. Let me know in the comments what current offensive book you're running and what you're struggling to beat the most. I think with the Colts, we're going to struggle to beat man-to-man a little bit, but we're going to come out and have a good run scheme in the wide trips week, as you know. We're going to use the new Steve Smith limited edition with good run block, good strength in the slot. Hopefully he can hold some blocks. We've got the shovel option scheme. We've been using flashback Chris Johnson for the whole weekend. We recently switched back to Jamal Charles, though. We don't have the 24-hour, but the base one is pretty darn good. If you like agility, then Charles is your guy. If you like acceleration, then it's got to be flashback Chris Johnson. We prefer the ability right there to hopefully cut back into the left. That was a bad run by me to the inside. But here we go to that gun split close. And once again, we ran this to start the year. It probably went about 25-1, 25-2 with it. The only real time we struggle is if people call press coverage. Right here, we go to a play we've broken down on our YouTube channel before. I'll put the link in the description. That is the fullback trail. We decide to scramble with the QB. Now, there's just no way they can cover everything from this scheme. If you mix in this little stick route here, we throw to Charles in the flat. I mean, you look at the linebacker where he's lined up. He's in man coverage. There's no way he can stick to that route. This guy did a pretty good job forcing us to take it with the quarterback. Here we go to a random screen pass out of this Colts playbook. We figure, we're in the red zone. Let's try a screen pass, show this guy a different formation, and it works okay. I don't feel like screens are something that we've run enough, and every now and then this wide trips week gets stalled down in the red zone here. We do a bad job cutting off our block. On 3rd and 3, we come out in a play, and watch what we do here. We try and figure out what he's in, but we know we don't have to snap the ball because the quarter's going to end. So after the quarter, we come back out. We think Odell Beckham's going to be open in this situation. He run commits, and we're able to just throw a wide open pass. And so right there, by taking our time and being patient before the quarter, we scored ourselves a free read on the defense, and then we ended up getting the touchdown. On defense here, we try the 4-3 under. Once again, we're in the Patriots playbook, so we have the benefit of the 3-4 and the 4-3. Right there, that was not even a blitz at all. That was just a simple fake setup where I rushed Ware and threw him out wide off the edge, and we happened to get him free. But there was no fancy setup there. It was just DeMarcus Ware doing a little work by sending him out wide. We force our opponent to punt. He ran the ball on 3rd and 16, didn't want to give it away. So we say, all right, we're doing pretty well in this game. We can change up some of our play calls. Let's look at the single back here in this Colts playbook and see what we've got. We've got the single back wing trips open. I'm a big fan of runs like inside zone split. And yeah, let's give it a shot. You know, at the highest level, you're not going to see these runs consistently. But if you're just starting out, or you're in the lower levels of head-to-head, or you play a CFM and you want to mix up your calls, these runs all right here are pretty darn good. We go with the I-form tight, or I-form tackle over. We call a toss. We mix up some runs from there, some fullback dives, and we're just trying to grind out this first half. Just showing you that no matter what playbook you're in, if you've got some fullback dives, some tosses, some good motions, and you can playmaker your runs here. Once again, this is just, I think, strong tight pair or something like that. He goes off to the right side of the formation. We use playmaker by flicking the right stick to the left. We're going to then try and call a pass out of this formation, try and leak it out to the fullback. He does a good job being a man-to-man right there, and that throws off our timing. 3rd and 2, didn't like the look we had, so once again, we pause it. We go back to the bread and butter when we need it, the 3rd and 2 shovel option, hit it out wide. We try and just get the first down, but we end up on inches, so we take the QB sneak, we aim it, and we tap X for the dive. Now with 40 seconds left, we're feeling pretty good. We're going to try and do the hurry up at a goal line and then run. This is sometimes works, but sometimes it can be kind of foolish. We throw the ball away by clicking the right stick, but we get tackled and hit a fumble. So that didn't work in our favor right there. Every now and then you could hurry up in goal line and then just either streak the tight end and bomb it or leak it out to the flat if they run commit again, but didn't work in our favor. 3rd and 24, we're thinking field goal. At this point, we go to gun snugs. We block Stevens, slide him in just to pick up any possible pressure. And here we're just going to take a lob chance, but that was the end of the half. We go up 2 scores. You'd like to get a score right there. Kind of that foolish goal line play cost us the opportunity to be in a good situation on 2nd down. And we're able to stop him before the half, and he comes back with some fullback dives of his own. At this stage, we're pretty much going to let him fullback dive as much as he wants. He does use play action, a PA max protect play, goes one-on-one downfield. Adams breaks up the pass. We don't want to leave Adams out there one-on-one on an island, even though he has like 90 zone coverage. But we'll try and get Joe Hayden manned up. We were calling a different defense. We were calling zone coverage, which we usually don't call, which turned out to be good because he wanted to run these runs. But ultimately, you can get beat. Here on 2nd and 6, we've manned up Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden's going to go one-on-one in man coverage against his receiver, and we get beat downfield on the aggressive catch. So we're 1 for 2 currently, defending those one-on-one downfield, which is 50%. But Jamal Charles, L trigger. Look at that L trigger tap. Once again, guys, that's the precision modifier. You don't back juke because back juke takes too long, and you would have got tackled from behind. But if you just simply tap that L trigger, you'll see that we were able to just slow up our pace enough to throw off the user defender in a great play. Obviously, Bobby Wagner on special teams with a hit stick. You should have one in your lineup, lined up at 2nd OLB, your 2 best hit power players. Back up 10, it becomes a QB spy battle. Here you see he goes 5 wide with Marcus Mariota. We've made an individual video about this drive specifically in quarterback spies. So if you're not sure what we're doing right here with the QB spy, there's new controls, and then there's also a game within the game. Here you see he's able to throw and roll out, but there's something very detailed going on at a higher level where right here we don't release the spy, and it comes back. So I'll put the link to that in the description as well. It's about a 3-minute video teaching you just how to QB spy from dime, when to unleash, when to not unleash the spy on the quarterback. This will end up getting us a turnover. Here it's 3rd and 6. We're kind of cramming our extra man defenders who are out to the edge in the middle because of the fullback dive. It ends up being 4th and 2, and this is a great play call by my opponent. We expect the fullback dive, and he goes with the fake fullback dive, the pitch. So that's a risky call because you can lose yards there. However, at the right time, it's the perfect call. I mean, it could always be the best call. Now he's 1 for 3, and his quarterback's 2 for 6. So once again, we'll take our chances one-on-one. Obviously, you'd like to get a second guy out there, but we're looking to commit some resources. And this guy did a good job between goal, fullback dive, and throwing downfield. Here, he gets down into my red zone after a couple runs. 2nd and 4, though, the QB contain actually makes up for the spy. And DeMarcus Ware sheds his block, so he's having a good game. That's BCAD Ware. And to end the game, of course, we unleash the spy, forces him into a quick decision. Once again, check out that video. I'd love to get a comment to know, once again, what offensive playbook you're running and then what you're struggling with in that book. So, look, I run the Vikings. I got great man beaters, but I don't have this. I run the Bucks. That run is great, but when somebody calls cover 4, I'm hurting. I run the Colts, but when somebody calls man press, I'm hurting. So I'd love to know about that as we run the clock out here. A quick playmaker across the middle to that Steve Smith. We use possession catch to make sure we get down. And lastly, 4th and 7, we were able to hit the corner and get a possession catch. I'd love for you guys to subscribe to the channel. We'll have more gameplay coming up for you. Let me know what playbook you want to see next as well. We'll keep breaking down offenses, and check out that QB Spy video on the channel as well.